We all saw the tweets yesterday posted uSisi Duduzile on Twitter. Obviously, we don't condone language noma i-approach ayisebenzisile, but there are more underlying causes for that tweet.
Maybe before uqhubekela phambili, for laba abangayibonanga, those who haven't seen, what did the tweet say?
It was numerous tweets where she said that she has heard the outcries of members on the ground, because many people have been sending her complaints about the Secretary General, hoping that she can do something, to intervene and resolve those issues, There were some also, like some fake accounts on Twitter, which were speaking badly about Duduzile, and she ended up responding to those tweets. One might argue that it was reckless, unnecessary. But however, we must not miss the main point or the main reason why she's actually writing those tweets. It is an outcry reflective of ordinary members of MK within the organization. The Secretary General is not leading the organization correctly. In fact, as I've told you, that Zuma is a unifier. Yena is a total opposite of that. He's a chronic factionalist. He is vindictive. He is spiteful towards members. Even in his former...
Is this the SG?
Yes, Floyd Shivambu. Even in his former organization, which is the EFF, fighters there are still crying today about the chronic factionalism, how he used to isolate members, how he used to target people within the organization. And already in Umkhonto, he started doing that. Ever since when he joined MK, even in the Youth League, he met certain leaders in hotels. He started taking sides and dividing the Youth League. And you can even see now with the current the newly appointed president of the Youth League, Uqiniso Cebane, is a very disciplined boy who is very neutral, who's loyal to the organization. But you can see Floyd is trying to towards his side and to factionalize him, while that boy is taking no sides, is moving with the MK movement. So we can see all these things that he's doing when that they're actually dividing Umkhonto. Umkhonto has never been so divided before. There have been many SGs that were there, but it's the first time whereby divisions will play out even in the public for anyone to see. Contradictions will always be there, but this is too much. The divisions have been entrenched in the MK because of him, Floyd Shivambu, the Secretary General. So there are many things which have been happening. For instance, people are saying that he's adding value in MK, and we want to dispute that, because we don't know what has he done besides coming up with the constitution, which any law students from Wits or from any other university could have written that constitution. Anyone can write a constitution, so it's not something that is halapalu. But instead, I'm seeing failures, disasters after disasters ever since it took up the position of SG. The first was the first anniversary rally in Moses Mabhida. What happened there? The stadium was not filled to capacity. It was an embarrassment. MK, such a huge movement, it fails to fill up Moses Mabhida. Not because people are not there. It's because buses were not sent to regions. The organizing part, the coordination part was not well done. It was not. And some of these things, members, they know them. They know the truth, but they're afraid to speak out, especially because currently the organization is in the process of appointing structures, provinces, regions. So some people, they still want to be appointed. So now they're afraid if they might come out and speak up against these things, they'll be victimized. Ourselves, we don't care. We never join Umkhonto for positions. Whether we're appointed or we're not appointed, we shall speak the truth. Just like Duduzile has spoken the truth. We might not agree in the approach that she used, but this issue that she has raised, it is a serious cause for concern. Her being a senior member, by the way, for her to post those things on Twitter must show you that something deeper is happening. Something deeper, it needs to be investigated. What really is going on? Because also Duduzile is one of the most loyal members of MK, who has been in the side of Ubabu President Zuma from the times of the unrest till the time of the announcement of Umkhonto. She has been there working on the ground, campaigning for the organization, ensuring that we got those number of votes that we got in May. So we don't believe that whatever she's crying for is something that must be dismissed, or is something that is grounds for disciplinary action. In fact, Ubaba Floyd Shivambu into efanele ayenze ukumbiza ahlale naye phansi baphuze itiye usisiduduzile resolve whatever issues that are there. He must rise above the occasion. He must seek to be a unifier because he's the Secretary General, the engine of the organization. He must not be quick to want to suspend members, to expel members. Most of us in Buddhist content, we've made mistakes, but we've been forgiven. President Zuma is that kind of a character, kind of a leader. He's not vindictive. He gives you chances, he grooms you, he educates you, you know, not to destroy comrades like what Floyd is trying to do.
Usis Duduzile Zuma, Sambudla Zuma, Uti, first of all, the X account Konto said members of the MK party who joined in December 2023 are as important as members of MK who joined 10th February 2025. MK party is for all members. Our focus is to help our communities. Our focus is 2026 local government elections. Fight or submit Gwazam Konto, right? And Floyd, I'm not scared of you. Tell your minions to F off. Bloody Mafigizolos, right? And then another one, I think another account attacked Usis Duduzile Zuma saying Usis Duduzile Zuma is the biggest problem in the MK party, full stop. Marxist Leninist. And then she responds by saying, F you, Floyd, right? And then, yeah, she just continues also, worst thing that ever happened to MK, Floyd Shibambu, and a whole lot of other tweets as well. And I obviously heard in the news even this morning, with this playing out in the public, how are you guys going to solve this issue? Because then it's bringing in another conversation where people are saying, is this what's going to be happening in the future?
Of course, you know, the public it's within their right to be worried and, you know, concerned about, you know, none of us want to see what is happening. But it does not mean that we must cover up and hide things. We must always reveal the truth. We must not hide nothing from the masses, you know. But what I think is the solution here, it needs a political intervention. Especially from President Zuma. Now we need President Zuma's leadership more than ever before. But even before it gets to President Zuma, we are appealing to the current Secretary General that he must be a unifier of the organization. He must rise above the occasion. He must reach out to Usis Duduzile, you know, try to forge a unity, try to find amicable solutions to this thing. Because with taking the route of trying to persecute her is not going to bring any solution. In fact, it's going to deepen the divisions even more within the organization. You know, so if you read that tweet that was written by that, I don't know who's that person, it's one of those ghost accounts in Twitter. If you read it there, it's as if we don't welcome new members in Mkhonto. No, that's not true.
What does the tweet say?
It was saying that members who joined in December are equally as important.
Oh, the one that I just read.
Yes. Yes, of course, an organization as big as Umkhonto, which seeks to take power in the country, people are going to join along the way, and we embrace people who joined. In fact, Floyd was very much welcomed, warmly welcomed in Umkhonto Wesizwe. I myself, I was very happy when he joined because I believed in him so much. I believed in his leadership that he will take the organization forward. In fact, I was the first to congratulate him even when I was appointed as an organizer. But what he has been doing, he has disappointed me. He has disappointed so many in the movement, in the organization, you know. So every member is important in Umkhonto Wesizwe. But when you join MK, you must not come with a mentality to want to come and, you know, overlook the members who have been there, overlook and downplay their hard work that they've done all this time when you have not joined. You must come with a mentality of continuity. To say we're building on top of the bricks that have been laid by those who have been here. You must not come and undermine everyone and just think that you're the best thing that has ever happened. It is a wrong mentality to do so. Because even himself, sometimes he thinks that there's a notion that Umkhonto was disorganized before him, now is here to organize it and so forth. How did we achieve this number of votes? How did we achieve the 14% and became the official opposition without him? if Umkhonto was so backward or so disorganized, it means that udelele abantu kade bekhona ukuthi abayazi into kade beyenza, yabo. And leyo nto kumele kube approach ongena ngayo, kumele ube approach ukuthi ayi senihambile iqatha elingaka, you have played a role. Now I'm also here to make my own contribution in building the movement forward, because if you are saying organize Umkhonto organize, he failed to even organize a Christmas party there ngakubo. I don't know, he had a Christmas party in December. It was almost collapsed because there were no people. He had to call Commander Papa Payne to intervene and fetch people there, because Papa Payne is very grounded there in his village. He's a leader who's very respected in there. So he got people to go and attend that particular event of Floyd. So abantu abayishoyo ukuthi he has came to make so many changes. I mean, I've not seen the wow or whatever they say that he has done to Umkhonto. It's just like any other SG who has been there, just like any other member who's played a role within the MK. In fact, on DJ Sbu, abanye baze bathi but they want to blame it on tribalism. They say it's because it's a Tsonga and so forth. There's no such. Umkhonto is a non-tribalistic organization. We welcome every members. Even before himself he joined, we had members who are coming from Free State, members from Northwest, members from Northern Cape, and not a single day where anyone felt that they are mistreated because of their tribe and so forth. But it's a propaganda they want to use to shield all the wrongdoings that is doing. Abantu bayakhala emkhontweni, DJ Sbu. Ama-members of parliament ayakhala into eyenziwa Floyd. Kuyimanje kuthiwa uvale wonke ama-account, organization can move kulento esiyithola nge-constituency funding. People are not paid in KZN. There was a letter that was wrote to Duduzile, a part of ezinye izinto ezimenza ukuthi abe frustrated uSistudu, because she's having a lot of pressure from members who are crying to her. The staff members have not been paid. Here in Gauteng, we don't have offices, constituency offices. And now we're bordering on issue of non-compliance. Because I think from 1 March, there must be audits, the IEC audits, because we get constituency funding after the elections and so forth when we have members in parliament, in legislatures. As I'm telling you now, he's taken all the accounts and centralized it to himself. There are allegations surrounding his name on the mismanagement of funds of the organization. And all these things must be investigated. We must know what is happening with the money of the organization. If there's any wrongdoings that has happened, actions must be taken from such individuals.
Your part